Cheers, welcome to my channel. This is a daily tarot oracle reading, Tattle Tales from the Vector. This is general or collective. So general meaning it's for everyone who is watching it, and collective is a little more specific for the people that are subscribers. That's who I tune into because they're here the most. All right, and then we have, so we have the energy. I did a quick meditation beforehand, and the underlying energy for this reading came up as the Seven of Wands. And the wands are representing the energy of fire, or the element of fire, and the wands are made of wood because wood fuels fire, and this is talking about taking passionate action. Now this card is saying you have conviction beyond a doubt now that you know what you know. And so you're willing now and absolutely determined to stand up for yourself. You have conviction beyond a doubt that this is the action that you want to take. You may have found out some information that came in, and it has changed the situation for you. Now, you can see this person has one boot on one foot and one shoe on the other. This could be talking about being caught between two situations or two realms. And it also can talk about sometimes there could be some sort of forgery, identity theft, copycat energy, someone else walking in your shoes type of situation. Now we do have the Earth Star energy, and this is from my Oracle Tales from the Vector, and this is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light. This is one of the 7 stellar sisters from the Pleiades, and in the background, all that little stars in that are the Super 7 crystal energy. And so this is really powerful. It aligns and activates all 7 chakras. All right, so you're a powerful manifester, especially now that you know what you know, and you have conviction beyond a doubt the route that you want to take, or the action you want to take. So we have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords energy is talking about information or communication coming in. This is talking about the element of air, and the sword energy is representing mental intelligence, discipline of the mind. The pages would work for the king and the queen around the age of 7 to 14. This sounds very young, but back in those days, the lifespan was half of what it is now. So they would start, working out of necessity very young. And this is talking about, it can be relevant about his age, because this could be saying that the information or communication is coming in from a time when you were in elementary school, in high school, or maybe starting college, university, or maybe apprenticing somewhere at work. That might give you an idea. It could be people that you knew from back then that you haven't seen for a long time, and some sort of information about that time frame, or those people are coming in. That would also probably include family members, extended, etc. And it also is talking about maybe someone that you know but you haven't seen for 7 years, 14 years, 21 years. And so this is talking about the information communication coming in. The Page of Swords is the only one who's not looking at his sword. And the reason he's not looking at his element is because he already knows what the logical question is, and he wants to look away from the logic now, think outside the box, and get a more creative solution to the problem. So this is talking about a double-edged sword, with talking about your logic and your intuition. And so if you combine the two, you're more likely to come to a creative solution and have a better outcome. Now we do have a transition happening here. This card, a lot of people get afraid of this card, but it's not a prediction of death. Tarot cards can't really predict anything. The readings are just a snapshot in time. It's the trajectory of where you're headed. Like it's the direction you're going and how fast you're going, basically. And so you can, once you have more information about, or you get some sort of a different viewpoint, you might make a change and it totally can change the reading around the next time it comes out. So just be aware of that. This is not a prediction of any of something horrible happening. What it is talking about is the end of a cycle and the rebirth of a new one. And so this energy, the Grim Reaper is coming through town, and he's a scary looking dude. This older person is saying, we don't want your change coming into town, and trying to barter with them. But the Grim Reaper will tell you, and which many of us have learned over the years, the two things that you can rely on, as they say, are death and taxes. But you can also rely on change. Change is happening every second of every minute of every day. And we don't always notice change when it's happening, because we're in a position of, unless it really affects our life in some way. And so this energy is talking about also these young children. They're excited that the Grim Reaper's here. If you've ever been from a small town, you know what it's like when a stranger comes into town, and they're interesting. The one is even handing him a flower. So this is talking about this king underfoot here is not an actual person. It's meant to represent some systems that are not working anymore, that need updating or improving, that type of energy. And the flag here is representing, if you've been in a challenging situation, there's light at the end of the tunnel. We have the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is sitting on her throne, and she's known to be joyful. She sits at the foot of God's throne. She's in between these two pillars, representing two extreme energies. One is Jesus and one is the devil. So you can't get much different than that. She has she uses the cycles and the energy of the moon to boost her intuition. And what we were talking about here, using your intuition and logic, that's why she processes information. And that's representing behind her here at a very high level, to manifest at a very high level. Like the Earth Star is, this card is saying that you're a powerful manifester in matters of the earth. And so is this card saying in spiritual and physical matter that you're able to come to creative solutions and manifest at a high level because of it. Now, the information coming in, we're bombarded with information these days, and it can be kind of overwhelming. What the Queen or the High Priestess does is she takes the information in, and then she's looking for, if she has a question, she might get 5 logical answers, but she wants to know which one is the best for her, because they could all work, but which one is best in her situation. And so then she quits thinking about the information, and she meditates or prays on it so that she can feel. And a lot of times people, they will confuse the information or the energy from their mind with their brain. Your mind is your thoughts and your consciousness. Your brain is your central nervous system. Basically, the components of the brain and spine are your central nervous system, and they allow us to feel sensations in our body. And, if you tune into that energy and you feel instead of thinking, you have to stop thinking, get your mind quiet, and just feel. Like when you read each of the answers, or you look at them, or you write them down, if it's weak, a lot of times people will feel like, that feeling when an elevator is dropping and your stomach drops. It's that energy of, that's like, oh, that's not the one. That's feeling really weak. And a lot of people will refer to that as a gut instinct. And then if it's the strongest one, quite often you'll feel like standing up strong, straightening your spine out and saying like, I have the answer, aha. And that's this energy here as well. The Page of Swords can be talking about information coming in from others, but sometimes it's that epiphany that you have, this high end, like, aha, I have it. I know exactly what to do, that type of energy. And so this is saying that this is a transition is happening because you're using both your intuitive and your logical information. So once you get the intuitive, you know which one you want to use, then you apply that logically. And you might be surprised at what a great, how really clever you are in this in this energy. It usually will be the best solution possible. And the King of Pentacles energy is talking about it's the pentacle energy. It's health, wealth, and happiness in the 3D. So the pentacle energy, of course, a big part of that is money. So it is shaped like a coin with a pentacle on it. And this energy is talking about, money, but money is not like you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle that you want. So this is much more than just money. It's talking about lifestyle. The King of Pentacles is considered to be a very stable individual, someone that is very good, like highly admired for his financial acumen and his business acumen. He has grapes all over his robe here because the grapes represent luxury item in tarot. So this is someone that can provide a luxurious lifestyle and is very capable when it comes to money matters. This is also talking about, a field that someone could be in to recognize this person. This is someone that you might go to, for advice, someone that you really feel would be able to give you a good answer. And this can represent people that are in the banking industry, so it could represent a bank manager or higher. This can also represent an energy of accountants, auditors. This could be financial advisors, wealth management. It could be, accountant energy. Now, this would be people that are partners probably in an established firm because it's higher up. It also could represent like the person that's head in charge of the financial budget for an entire country. We do have a king here. And this is also talking about real estate, land development, and if it's a real estate agent, someone that's dealing with high-end properties, commercial or residential, mortgage brokers, it could be stockbrokers. When you think about all the elements that come out of the earth, gas, oil, diamonds, gold, silver. So it's, what comes out of the earth the mining industry. And, the sale of gold, silver, etc. on the market. And so this is a type of energy. This could also represent an entrepreneur that's very successful, or the head financial advisor, what do you call it, for a large corporation. And then we have, it's not the advisor, I don't know, there's different names for it in different countries. So we have the Queen of Wands energy, and this is one of 4 queens. And so she is thought to be, she has the element of fire here. So it's she's passionate. She represents the element of fire. She has this sunflower in her hand, and this is talking about her ability to be creative and happy. And again, it's talking to manifest at the level that you want. You want to use your intuition and your logic together. And this veil behind her is representing the thin veil between the spiritual and physical realm. So she's very good at doing this, and she follows her happiness. She doesn't worry. She's like, whatever, we'll find a solution to any problem. The black cat here is talking about superstitions. A lot of people won't have a black cat, but she could care less about that. She's not concerned. She knows she can come up with a creative solution for any problem. She's probably she's considered the most happiest and sexy and a natural beauty because she just has a good attitude. She doesn't worry about shift. And then we have a strong foundation for moving forward here for sure. This is talking about commitments, partnerships, and it can be the official marriage card of the tarot. So maybe the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands are getting together because we have this card on. This is saying there could be some sort of commitment between them. That's, you know, a lot of readers read this card as the official marriage card. And yes, it definitely can be. It can also be talking about a strong foundation for something else that's coming up in your life. If this is... and to give it context, this would be like you have the down payment for your castle, but now you need to make the payments. You have the question has been popped. Both people have said yes, and now the wedding is happening. But then you're going to have to pour your energy into the relationship so that it reaches the fulfillment that it can. So this is the beginning stages of that fulfillment. And we have a strong beginning. And then we have temperance here. So the temperance energy is talking about being patient, not being overly emotional. Just this is, in the Bible, it says that God sends down 144,000 chosen ones, and that they are earth angels, basically. They're, you know, they're souls that are highly evolved, and they have a high vibration, and are people that are that can add their alchemy to the universal pool of water and then ground that on earth. So they're where her right foot's in the water, saying she's taking that action, and then she's grounding the energy onto the earth. And there's already 2 beautiful flowers sprouting up just from her foot being here. And so this is talking about being on her path of glory, and you see that in the background here as well. So it's talking about following like your destined path, and this is talking about having the patience to do so. And temperance actually is quite often mentioned in the Bible, how important it is to be calm in your reactions and not get all worked up and upset over shift that you can, you know, what is the saying, give me the strength to change what I can and the knowledge to know what I can't, you know, being calm. And this, now we have the lovers coming in here. So definitely, I mean, this could be the king and queen here. This is saying that one of them could be the earth angel or both. One could be a high priestess and one an earth angel energy, or both. We're not quite sure as of yet here. Remember that the characters in tarot are all archetypes, so they're not gender specific. So any character, this could be a female in her masculine energy, and this could be a male in his feminine. But there are 2 lovers here, and this looks like it's a gift from God, like an ordained. It has the sun again. God is showing up quite a bit in these cards here. We have it in this one, and then this is on top of that. So this is talking about a transition because there's a new lover coming through. And this is saying that the cloud in between is saying that you maybe don't know this person yet, or if you do, you haven't had a relationship with them as a significant other or as a lover. And it's saying take your time to get to know each other, because this is someone that is probably different from the usual type that you date when God sends someone in. And it's also talking about being able to, like, it's to empower each other and have a really good, strong understanding. It's talking about like a powerful manifestation energy again. And then we have the strength card here. So this is about having the courage and the discipline to really look into yourself here, to see how can I improve my situation to move forward. And I feel like that's what this is. You had some sort of epiphany about your life and about the way you're going to carry yourself and how you're going to be. And it has made a major transition in your life. It's like all of a sudden now this is the energy that you're in. You see how it's talking about really strong energy. And it's from, I don't know if this energy came through because this is the underlying energy, because you have this epiphany. And this is also saying that you've had the strength to really look into whatever this was about. And quite often this can talk about a wounded child energy, needing to heal that inner child. This young woman is reaching deep into the lion's mouth here. Now, he's a red lion, and this is representing your fears and being able to really reach deep within yourself and look at your fears and then, you know, decide that you're going, what are you going to do about it? And this is to reach your infinite potential, 100% to the infinity, power of infinity and beyond. So she is having the strength and the courage to dig deep within herself to find out, how can I be a better version of myself? And that's what being on the path of glory is talking about, doing your best to be the best version you can be, adding beauty to the world, and maybe, and having beauty also to in your life, and making changes that you need to make to step into that energy. And this is already, the Eight of Wands is talking about this energy of the actions already been taken in the spiritual realm. And so it looks like it's coming directly, like after you took this, you had this epiphany, did the inner work, it gave you conviction beyond a doubt what you want in life. I feel like that's what's happening. And that energy here gave you the courage to stand up for it. And this is talking about it already coming towards you, or this lover energy already coming towards you, because you've done the inner work and you know. Now, in the old days, the Lover's card would be, when tarot first came out, it wasn't so much about romance. So if it's not romance you're looking for, it could be talking about an energy also of, something that you love to do or something that you love to be, and someone stepping into your inner circle. So this is kind of about, who do you let in your inner circle, to manifest with. And the other thing that I'm picking up, this card sometimes can actually represent conception of a baby. And so this could be talking about, if you're looking to have a family, maybe this is someone that could take place with, if that's what you're wanting. Or it can just be talking about this action coming towards you, and it's passionate action. And then we have this energy of the Knight of Pentacles. Now, I'm just picking up this energy also here, that this Page of Swords energy, this epiphany, this aha, could also be an epiphany about love that you and this person have regarding each other, where you both realize, you know what, I really love that person. That kind of energy. You run into them, and I mean, it could almost be like love at first sight energy. Do you believe in love at first sight? I don't know if I believe in love at first sight. I do know it's possible, absolutely. You can, it happens, but whether or not it becomes a solid relationship, I'm not sure about that part of it. So the Knight of Pentacles energy is talking about some information also coming in from the Knight of Pentacles. Now, he is the slowest knight in the deck. So he could be like taking forever to come in with this information. And he would work for the King of Pentacles. Now, we have this Lover's card and we do have a King of Pentacles. So maybe this is talking about your lifestyle really improving. Maybe you've been waiting a really long time to have a relationship that's stable with someone that supports you and you support them. And, it's a real passionate action. And it's something that, you manifest together, and you don't have worries, what are they going to do? Are they going to keep their word? Are they, it's a very gentle, powerful love that you have between you. And so this could also be talking about, this is finally, you're going to have that lifestyle that you've always wanted. And that could be it could be lucrative. It could be about money partly, but it's not just about money. This is talking about a lifestyle that you've always wanted. And this is because you did the inner work here. This is representing this energy of taking the steps to heal that inner child, something that you're afraid of or that you have fear of, that you're just going to this is about wanting to get out of the rough water here. And rough water in tarot represents mixed emotions, volatile emotions, chaos, that type of energy. So it can be talking about, going off to calmer waters. And so this could be talking about, just taking some time to yourself, or going on a retreat, or going away somewhere by yourself for a while, so that you can meditate, pray, and work on this energy so that you can get to this manifestation level. And the energy here is, most of our the chakra that's responsible for manifestation is Svadhisthana, and this is the sacral chakra. And so, of course, the most beautiful gift that we can receive from our sacral chakra energy is a beautiful baby. But we can everything we manifest is coming from that particular energy. And this is talking about when you're calm and you've done the inner work, that you're just, that you're a powerful manifester. Things are going to work out. So you don't have to be in this energy of, concern and having to fight for everything. It's kind of like, finally, peace. And this conveyor is digging deep with this pole to push into the mud to get this boat going. And the adult with a child here and no baggage represents having done a lot of this healing work so that you don't have things holding you back anymore. And then we have reconciliation. So that was the energy I was picking up right from the beginning here, that this is regarding someone that you've met from the past, whether that's from your childhood. It could be an energy of, like I said, someone from that time frame, or 7 years, 14 years, 21 years ago. Definitely, if this is this, if there is reconciliation, then that would imply that there would be a need for some sort of forgiveness here and some healing of the heart. So there could be something about that. That's something that happened with you with someone back whenever. But this is a gift coming in from God, saying that the person that's coming in towards you is not someone that you've had a relationship, like in an intimate way before. So it would be someone maybe that you knew or you met, but you were never in a relationship with them. And this can also talk about just a reunion, especially in the summer months. Like now, we have a lot of families getting together for reunions and that. And so maybe you run into maybe you go to a family reunion, a high school reunion or whatever, and you run into this person that you haven't seen for forever. And this is talking about, the Six of Cups is talking about, childhood. And it can also, it's sitting right on this healing energy here. We have the Earth Angel, we have the going off to calmer waters with God, and then this reward coming in of a better lifestyle. So this can sometimes be talking that there could be illusions in your childhood that you have had to work through. And I feel like that's maybe what's happened here. This energy is saying, like when you first look at this card, it looks like there's two children playing with these potted plants, and then there's someone in the back there that's watching over them. But when you look again, you realize, wait a minute, this is a gnome, and this is a little woman. And the little woman has her little glove on there, the white glove on. And from the back, she looks like an old hag. And from the front, she looks like a young person. So this is saying, like, wow, the old hag is saying, we don't want your stupid flowers. They're not even yours to give away. And the young woman is being nice. She's people-pleasing. So basically, this is saying, if like the energy coming towards you here is coming in to stop this from happening or something, this energy being directed your way that's causing the angst or whatever, this could go way back to your childhood for sure. But it's also talking about, are you going to be a people pleaser? She's over-explaining herself and saying, oh, we don't want your flowers because we don't want to get our hands dirty. We're in our finery. She's being nice. And this is saying, are you going to be nice to people that attacked you in this way and tried to take what was yours and cause you a lot of problems in your life? Are you going to give them another opportunity to do that? Or are you going to step into this energy of being like, heal from that need to have that in your life on some level? And so this can be talking about illusions in your childhood or things you learned in your childhood that are holding you back. This is the white flowers in these pots represent innocence, but even the flowers aren't innocent. In tarot, white flowers are, but this is actually from the nightshade family. This is datra. And datra would be it could make children and pets sick if they ingest it. So you wouldn't let them play with these plants. But I mean, they're not children, but like if they were, you wouldn't let them. And the energy is talking like sometimes shamans will use datra to create visions for people in their ceremonies so that they can heal from childhood illusions, things that are holding them back. So it could be about that kind of an energy. And then the person in the background, that's just a stranger walking down the path. He's not even watching over the children. So it's talking, there could be a lot, of things that you thought were one way. And then you find out, like, that's not really what happened. The stories you were told as a child, you either misinterpreted them, which can happen, or they weren't true. And look we have this soulmate energy. So it's saying that this definitely is a romantic love coming in that is a soulmate. It's making this, or sometimes it can be an energy. Sometimes this is considered like a twin flame energy that you learn a lot from. A twin flame energy is like almost like identical twins that are split, in the soul in half, and they come together. But quite often that doesn't work out too well between people. It's a very difficult thing. So this could be saying that one of you did the work and because there's only one earth angel here, that one of you did the work and the other one didn't. And so now God is replacing this energy with a soulmate. And that happens more often than people realize. The energy of the twin flame, they're identical, so they're someone just like you. My mom and my aunt were identical twins, and they were identical. And sometimes they would drive each other nuts because it's like looking at yourself in the mirror. So you see your flaws, and you also see the good things about yourself. But they were tight. They were really, really, really close. And so sometimes when you're that close to someone, it doesn't necessarily work out to be the person that you want to be with, but someone that you learn a lot from, and then you part ways. But maybe this is saying after that, then you're sensing this soulmate energy. And I feel like this energy actually feels calmer than this energy. I feel like this energy might have been this energy when you were going through this energy. And so now maybe they have come back in and they're wanting, hey, come back out with me. Or it could be this, that you say, no way, I'm not getting involved in a relationship. I've done all this inner work. No way. But you go to a family reunion or something and you run into your soulmate. So God is saying, definitely, there's someone coming in for you. Not for all people would it be this, but there's no need for, this is one kind of lover and this is another kind of lover. This is more of an agreement that two souls make together. It's not like a split energy. This is talking about a soulmate coming in, and they're perfect for you and you're perfect for them. And you made an agreement that you would meet at some point when you were done with all the difficulties in your life and you were ready to really get on your path and just enjoy life. You've done a lot. This is saying you've done a lot of hard work here. There's been a lot happening, and it's time to just chill out a little bit and enjoy the fruits of your labor, basically. And so the soulmate energy is calmer than this energy. It's talking about, and I really do, I'm picking that up in this energy that, this was what you needed to heal and to push yourself to go into the energy. And this is more of the energy of aha, more like aha, peaceful, something that, this is someone that, you understand each other, and it would be someone quite often that is very different from you. It wouldn't be someone that you would normally date either. This is someone, but you just have an understanding between you. This energy is very volatile, and this energy is more calm. So both of them are sent in by the Most High. But one is more for learning, and the other one is more for having that peaceful relationship I feel that you want to have. I feel like you've definitely that in this reading I'm picking up that's what the energy is, because of this energy of wanting to really go off into calm waters. So this energy doesn't could be someone that you didn't know at all, and this energy now that we have a soulmate coming in could definitely be someone from your past. Again, you wouldn't have had a relationship with them, but you know of them. Your paths maybe have crossed at some point. And maybe it's been like a long time, you know. Both of these energies, this is more someone that's like it's really a real, like a lot of action happening, you know. And quite often it's like looking in the mirror. We have, oh, okay, so this is talking about, this is the kind of passion that you want, this new kind here. This energy here. And I do feel this is saying this might be like, you know, if you're going on a family reunion, or you're going to a high school reunion, or there's somebody on your mind from the past that you met. That could have been like, wow, you first had to go through all this before you were ready for this. I feel that's the energy. This is saying this is also very passionate. A lot of times people confuse excitement with anxiety. And quite often that can be from having a childhood that was very, you know, maybe your parents fought a lot, or you just never felt like you fit in, or you got bullied in school, or it could talk about all sorts of things that have happened. But after doing that inner work and being through this, now you're ready for this. I feel that's what's happening, because why is there two? Excuse me. And this action, I feel, is talking, like, is more about like this kind of action. And you might be divorced. And so that could maybe have been someone that was in your life that, you know, you were married to at one point. Something like that. In any case, I'm going to take a look from here and back down. We have an aha, epiphany, some information coming in. You're doing a lot of inner work because of all this action that's happened. It's been hard on you ever since this energy changed. I'm like, my throat's tightening up. And then your soulmate comes in, and this is true passion is what I'm getting. This is more of a, you can just tell that they're, you know, they're looking at each other and there's no cloud between them. They're toasting each other. Yay, we finally get to be together again. And so this can be talking about, this could be someone from your past. But again, neither one of these would be someone that you had a relationship before you met them. You'll know if you've been in this relationship and now you're here, you'll know. And then this is talking about possibly marriage coming in. And it could be between a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands, because this energy is very stable. Yeah, so there's some sort of, I feel like this definitely, I've never had a reading quite like this before, but it's saying use your intuition, and I feel like one of you stayed on your path and the other one strayed, went off. And so it didn't work out. And that's not uncommon in the twin flame relationship. All right, so here we have, we're going to clarify. The numbers on the cards here represent the paintings. I don't know why. All of a sudden, I can't stop coughing. It's just come over me. Really weird energy. All right. So, the numbers on these cards represent the paintings in the order that they are in my gallery on my website. And it's talking about This is Tales from the Vector. Just hold on a second. I just need to cough one more time and I think I'll be good. There we go. So this is perception coming in. Here we have it. The grass was greener on the other side. It was fake, but look at that. It's explaining the Lover's card. Definitely, this is someone that may have involved a third-party energy, and they might be trying to come back in, but you're not having it. You're going with the soulmate energy instead of your twin flame. Wow, look at that. So look at, this is saying that you had an epiphany about this because this energy here thought the grass was greener. Someone in this couple thought the grass was greener somewhere else, and they went off with someone else. And it's saying it's lovers right here. It caused a major transition. And then look at this. There was a lot of dissemination of information, which is saying there was an elephant in the room, but you didn't want to see it. And this is about believing in your own press. Thinking, well, maybe I wasn't good enough, or I didn't know what was going on. Because look at, we have the angel, the earth angel energy is sitting here on the queen here. So I do feel that this is the new couple energy. It's a King of Pentacles coming in, and you're this energy. And there was a lot of misinformation going on here. This is defining that the Temperance, the earth angel, was this energy. This twin flame energy was also an earth angel, but they decided that the grass was greener with someone else, and they went off. And you didn't want to accept it at first. That's what this is saying, believing in your own press. So a lot of times when people want to motivate you, they'll say, you have to believe in yourself. But quite often we can have a lot of limiting beliefs about ourselves. And maybe you felt, well, I guess maybe I just wasn't good enough, or I didn't do things right, or it just wasn't meant to happen. You're only supposed to be with this twin flame energy as long as it took to move you through this energy. Or you were supposed to be, but if only one of you does the work and the other one decides to go off with someone else, well then there's not much you can do about that, So I feel this is saying that you continued on your journey on your own. And the thing is that this energy, this twin flame energy, they're supposed to protect you. You're supposed to protect each other on this journey, because it's saying that you signed up for something really difficult. We have two earth angels that were, this is the, like the same soul, kind of that energy of the twin flame. And one of them decided to go do something else instead. Funny. It's not that funny, but it is. And then we have a Queen of Pentacles here. Why am I pulling that out? That's the wrong deck, sorry. But it's interesting. It's interesting because look at the Queen of Pentacles. I put it on here, but it's really not even, it's just an extra card. But could the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles know each other as well? I'm not sure. We'll just leave that over here. That was, things happen in readings for a reason. So this is about having a good attitude is what got you through it. Your base chakra is about letting go of the fears of manifesting and all of that, and knowing, hey, everything's going to be good. I've got a good attitude. This is your natural energy. That's what I feel. So really, this is really different, this reading, because now this Queen of Pentacles energy, whenever she comes up, I've always been asking, what is going on with the Queen of Pentacles that she has to be so resourceful? Because she's known for being resourceful, and it's good to be resourceful. But she comes from generational wealth. and she's known for being resourceful. Why does she have to be so resourceful? She's not someone like, this is old money, generational wealth is passed down from generation to generation as a legacy. But all of a sudden she pops up in the reading here and saying this energy coming in here has something to do with it as well. This energy of this pentacle has something to do with this energy of why. Oh, because this energy, I don't feel like this is meaning that this is a couple here. It could be some sort of energy that way. That's not what I'm picking up though. I feel that this is talking about a different Queen of Pentacles energy. This is maybe talking about that you've had to be very resourceful because, hey, your twin flame decided to go away with someone for the money. That's why. Oh. Well, at least you know it was just for the money. No wonder he found out it was fake and now he wants you back. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not, God wouldn't even allow that to happen. We have the Pisces energy. So this is talking about the senior executive. And this is really interesting as well because this card's coming up in all the readings right now as well. Because Neptune moved in from Pisces into the sign of Aries. And Neptune's a very big planet about authority and all of that kind of energy. And it's been in Pisces for 14 years. And this is, it's kind of the energy that we approach life with. How do we approach our relationships? And this is way more forgiving energy. And it's only been about 3.5 months maybe that Pisces moved into Aries, but it's going to be there for the next 14 years. And a lot of people are noticing this, that things aren't working out the same as they used to. You're not in the same old energy that you were in. So the systems, that how I said systems are breaking down, the systems that are breaking down, this is talking about now Neptune's in Aries, and Aries is a newborn baby. Like Pisces is the senior executive. It's very Pisces is pretty chill because they've been through it. They're the last sign in the zodiac, and they're, they have a lot of life experience. They're pretty calm people, but you take that energy now that we've been used to for the last 14 years, how we approach business, how we approach our relationships, how we approach projects, everything that's going on. And now it's moved into the sign of Aries. And Aries can be more opposite. It's the very first sign. It's this is a water sign. The Aries is fire. The baby is crying, and the baby and nobody can figure out what the baby wants. That's the energy. So what happened? I feel like this twin flame energy had the perception that they could come back because you're the twin flame. So of course you're going to, it's a very powerful relationship, but you're like, hey, I've changed. I'm in this Aries energy now. I'm like a newborn baby. I want the new everything. You don't know how to make me happy anymore. This is really funny energy because it's not that it was fake. It's different now. So in Aries, it's talking about for the next 14 years, we have this new way that we approach life. And Aries is ruled by Mars. It's much, much more aggressive energy than the Pisces energy for sure. So you're not all forgiving and like, yeah, okay, I'll take you back like they expected. You're like, F no. EF no. Absolutely not. And that tower hits because of it. So this could represent a divorce happens or something. Definitely. And maybe that could have, we don't know exactly what's going on here. Why, if this was a couple, or I don't get the impression that they were ever a couple. But it's this energy of this twin flame energy with this person. I feel it was about money, and they felt they could do better with them, so they did. Whatever happened, but it created a major tower in your life and in theirs. It doesn't have to be divorce. In my oracle, it says the worst divorce is from source. So you decided, no way, I'm staying on my journey. I'll just have to do it on my own. It's going to be a lot harder, and I'm sure it was. a lot harder, but better than not being on your path that you promised God that you would do. You know what, like that, you know, that's not even an option. Like I wouldn't. There's no way I'm gonna say no to God for anyone. And so his energy here is, yeah, that it was really foolish. That energy caused you to really have to, like, that's why this energy was so challenging. Because that would be really hard to deal with. But now the soulmate energy, it's a different, it's a calmer energy, but there's still a lot of, God's saying it's true passion, not anxiety and wondering what the heck they're going to do next, and are they going to follow through, are they going to, you know, that type of energy. The last place you want to have like that anxious energy is in your significant other relationship, because that's really like, you never know what's going to happen, and how are you supposed to ever have go to sleep at night? You know, it's that type of energy. Very, very different reading. I never know exactly sometimes when they come in, but this is really clear. I'm going to sit on this before I do the title and the description for this video, because it was confusing at the beginning. A lot of my readings are like that, so I do my best to be accurate with my description, but sometimes you have to hang in there for the reading to find out what happens in the end. The suspense. All right, I do thank you for your time and energy. Your likes, comments, shares, subscribes. This has been quite an interesting reading for me. I hope it was for you. I will be back with another one for you tomorrow. Bye for now.